Hey everyone! For those who've been following the Atlas saga, we have explosive news. The object passed perihelion on October 29th, and things got even stranger. We're talking about non-gravitational acceleration, trajectory deviations, and observations that are leaving even Harvard's Avi Loeb impressed. On October 29th, when Atlas passed closest to our star, the ALMA telescope made a disturbing discovery. The object was 4 arcseconds off from its predicted position. That might sound small, but in space that's very significant. This indicates non-gravitational acceleration, meaning some force beyond our star's gravity was acting on Atlas. This isn't normal for a regular comet. Additionally, the Solar Observatory's Stereo, SOHO, and GO-19 captured something unprecedented. Atlas brightened in a way never seen before and became bluer than our star itself. This is the 9th official anomaly of this object. If Atlas were a natural comet experiencing this acceleration, it would have had to lose at least 15% of its total mass. We're talking about more than 5 billion tons of material that should be floating around it in a gigantic cloud. On December 19, 2025, just a few weeks away, Atlas will pass closest to Earth. If it really lost all that mass, it would be impossible not to detect that debris cloud. If this cloud isn't found, we'll have the 10th anomaly, an object that accelerates without losing mass. That would be something completely outside what we know about comet physics. One fascinating thing Loeb mentions is that this proximity to our star created a unique opportunity to study gravitational lensing effects. Basically, our star's gravity bends the light coming from Atlas, and this could give us additional information about its true nature. His calculations show a deflection of 0.27 arcseconds, small but measurable. Atlas is the 3rd confirmed interstellar object we know of. The others were the famous Oumuamua in 2017 and Comet Borisov in 2019. But Atlas is radically different from anything we've ever seen. First, the size. We're talking about an object that's 1,000,000 times more massive than Oumuamua and 1,000 times larger than Borisov. To get an idea of scale, if Oumuamua were a ping-pong ball, Atlas would be the size of a multi-story building. It also moves faster than the other 2 interstellar objects. Statistically, the chance of an object being simultaneously so large and so fast is less than 0.1%. That's like finding a person who's both the tallest and fastest runner in the world. Now, the 9 anomalies that make Atlas so extraordinary. The first anomaly is its impossible trajectory, with a probability of 0.2%. Atlas is moving in a retrograde trajectory, opposite to the planet's motion. But this trajectory is aligned within 5 degrees of the solar system's ecliptic plane. It's like someone shooting a basketball backwards and having it go exactly through the center of the hoop. The second anomaly is the solar jet, completely unprecedented. Between July and August 2025, Atlas developed a jet pointing directly toward our star, the complete opposite of what comets do. Normally, comets form a tail that points away from the sun, pushed by solar wind. Atlas did the opposite, creating an anti-tail pointing toward our star, defying known comet behavior. The third anomaly is its size and speed combination, with a probability of less than 0.1%. Larger objects usually move slower, but Atlas is both massive and extremely fast. The fourth anomaly is perfect timing, with a probability of just 0.05%. Atlas arrived at the exact moment to pass within tens of millions of kilometers of Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, while becoming completely invisible from Earth during its perihelion. Imagine throwing 3 darts at different targets while someone turns their back at the perfect moment. That's how improbable it is. The fifth anomaly is its strange metallic composition, with a probability of less than 1%. Spectroscopic analyses revealed a much higher nickel-to-iron ratio than any known comet, resembling industrial metallic alloys made on Earth. Natural comets have well-defined metal ratios based on their formation environment, but Atlas breaks that pattern. The sixth anomaly is the lack of water, highly unusual since comets are mostly water ice. Atlas has only 4% water by mass, like finding an iceberg that's 96% rock. This challenges our definition of a comet. The seventh anomaly is extreme negative polarization, with a probability below 1%. When starlight reflects off Atlas, it shows a polarization pattern never observed in any comet, including Borisov. It's as if Atlas twists light in a way natural materials don't. The eighth anomaly is its origin direction, coinciding within 9 degrees of the source of the famous WOW signal detected in 1977, often considered possible evidence of extraterrestrial communication. In cosmic terms, that's like 2 cars passing through the same intersection just minutes apart. The 9th anomaly is its impossible blue brightness, recently discovered. Near perihelion, Atlas brightened more intensely than any known comet, and became bluer than our star itself, which is extremely difficult to explain with known materials. Now we may face the 10th anomaly, the non-gravitational acceleration detected by ALMA, implying Atlas lost over 5 billion tons of material. If this really happened, a massive debris cloud should surround it. If that cloud isn't detected during its December approach, we'll have an object that accelerates without losing mass, violating our current understanding of comet physics. All of this has generated enormous controversy in the scientific community. Professor Avi Loeb, one of the world's leading astrophysicists at Harvard, suggests we must seriously consider that Atlas may not be completely natural. He isn't declaring it's alien technology, but rather that extraordinary data requires open-minded hypotheses. Critics say he's speculative, but Loeb argues science advances by challenging paradigms, just as Galileo and Einstein once did. Loeb is following the scientific method, presenting data, calculating probabilities, and calling for more evidence before drawing conclusions. If Atlas truly is something artificial or technological, the implications would be revolutionary. We'd be talking about a technologically advanced civilization capable of sending objects through interstellar space. Even if the final explanation turns out to be natural, it would still represent a monumental scientific discovery, revealing a new class of cosmic objects. The next few months will be crucial. December's observations, when Atlas passes closest to Earth, will provide decisive data. If the debris cloud isn't found, the 10th anomaly will stand. If it is, at least one mystery will be solved, but 8 others will remain. Regardless of the outcome, Atlas has already changed our understanding of what's possible in the universe. We're witnessing a potentially historic moment. Whether it's a new natural phenomenon, technology of unknown origin, or something beyond imagination, Atlas is forcing us to question our most basic assumptions about the cosmos. And the most fascinating part is that we don't have to wait decades for answers. The next few months could bring concrete data that resolves part of this mystery. So what do you think? Strange comet, alien technology, or something completely new? Whatever the truth turns out to be, whether Atlas is a strange natural object, evidence of alien technology, or something entirely beyond our understanding, we're on the edge of a discovery that could redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. The next few months will reveal answers that scientists and dreamers alike have been waiting for. So stay tuned and make sure to subscribe, because we'll be following every update, every image, and every breakthrough as the mystery of Atlas unfolds.